Right now, dramatic traffic cam video showing a robbery suspect on the run. What we know as police continue their search.
Also, nurses at UW Health voting to go on strike next month. What they want and what UW Health is saying about it.
And later, the suspect charged in driving through the Waukesha Christmas parade is back in court. What today's hearing focused on. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. Take a look at this video. The Prairie Police Department is still looking for the person behind this armed robbery and vehicle chase.
The Department of Transportation recorded that surveillance footage at Washington and Stoughton Road, again from last night, where the armed suspect drove through. While police continue to investigate this situation, our Catherine Merck has more on what we know so far. Catherine?
Eric and Charlotte, this video where you can see a car flying through an intersection and creating these sparks is now part of an active police investigation. Based on what we learned just a couple of hours ago, police responded to a report of an armed robbery on the northeast side of Prairie around 8:30 last night. Two victims reported a person with a long gun stole a black Dodge Ram pickup truck and drove away from the area. During the chase, the driver was involved in 3 crashes, including one you're seeing on your screen right now. After the last one, the driver ran away. Police did not provide a suspect description at this time and did not say if anybody was hurt. As we learn more about the chase, we'll update you on our website and on our mobile app.
Catherine, thank you. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast meteorologist, Julian Seawright. Julian?
Well, things are starting to shape up pretty nicely for us. We're looking at some cloud cover still hanging around, but the showers themselves still very isolated, even though I just felt a literal drip on my face as of right now. But as we continue throughout the rest of this evening, some isolated showers are not going to be ruled out until later into tonight. We are looking for that system to start to move on. But as we've seen over the last 24 hours, pretty significant rainfall totals throughout much of southern Wisconsin. From areas into northern Grant County have seen close to 3 inches of rainfall. And for Dane County in itself, we've ranged from 1 to 1.5 and even 2, in some areas 3 inches of rain, and that's pushed itself even to Washington County. So we've all seen plenty of rainfall, which is good. It's nice to get some healthy doses of rain, but overall things have been rather calm throughout much of the rest of our afternoon. A high for today is around 79 degrees, still holding on to some low-level clouds, but overall things are not too bad. We're going to start to see those temperatures fall. So right now 77 degrees in Madison and for Platteville, and 79 into Janesville. And taking a look at Dane County in itself, the middle and upper 70s is what we're all really experiencing as of right now as we continue throughout the rest of our evening. Dew points is really the other factor. It's rather uncomfortable as we are still holding on to quite a bit of moisture throughout much of southern Wisconsin. But going into the rest of this evening, we will start to see our cloud cover dissipate just a bit, and those temperatures start to fall as well as the cold front sweeps its way through the rest of southern Wisconsin. We'll talk more about what else to expect and give a little look of how our Friday will be panning out in just a few moments. Until then, back to you guys.
Nurses across UW Health System are threatening to strike next month for at least 3 days. It is a big escalation in a push to unionize, one that started almost 3 years ago.
Staff retention, patient care, quality are the core concerns the nurses have, and they want their union recognized with no retaliation for employees who participate. Naomi Coles joins us live from outside UW Hospital in Madison. What have we heard from leadership there at UW Health today, Naomi?
Yeah, Eric, in a nutshell, leadership is not budging. They said in a statement today that they're now planning for that threatened strike to happen. I was talking to nurses today. They tell me they want to be acknowledged, and unless that happens, they will be striking. And at the core of all this, it's a legal battle that's a little bit complex.
Nurses are coming in by the hundreds to get involved.
Sherry Signer helped forge this path toward unionization nearly 3 years ago. From 5 or 6 to hundreds strong.
I'd like the board to know that they need to question why Dr. Alan Kaplan is not listening to his nurses and why he is not willing to meet with us when we are all saying, hundreds of us are saying something is wrong.
A vote last night set dates in September for a 3-day or longer strike. Sherry says they're withholding the total number of nurses, so the hospital has to hire replacements for everyone.
And I would assume around that time that they will start to try to move patients out of the hospital. But it will 100% disrupt patient care, and definitely it will impact the patients.
My dad is a teacher, and so I saw the negative impact of that union-busting law, Act 10, back in 2011.
Family history and watching UW's decision-making during the pandemic made it easy for Justin Giebel to sign on to the movement.
Anytime that nurses are saying things aren't right and we're stepping away from the bedside because it's so bad, that's where we belong, and that's where we all want to be. But if it gets that bad, you know something is really wrong.
Act 10 stripped bargaining rights from public employees, but UW Health's status is complex. Legal members have offered differing opinions, and Attorney General Josh Kaul said this summer he believed it would be legal. But UW Health's position is that recognizing the union would violate the law.
If he says that we can have this union voluntarily recognized, that we need to go with that opinion.
In a statement, UW leadership made clear they would not come to the bargaining table, saying nurses could avoid a strike by petitioning the state of Wisconsin instead for union recognition. They wrote, quote, "We must take them at their word that a strike will happen."
You know, I guess my question for them is, what do you have to lose? If you respect us the way that you say you do.
As mentioned, UW Health, they don't know the number of nurses striking. For context, they have about 3,600 nurses in all. Nurses actually told me other unions, people who contract with the hospital, like electricians and plumbers, they won't be crossing the picket line either if we get to this place of a strike. All of this is setting up a showdown with the potential for some major patient disruption in 20 days.
Now to a disturbing incident that happened this morning on Madison's north side. Police are investigating a burglary that left 2 residents tied up in their home. Officers received a call around 2 a.m. from the area of Dryden Drive. The residents told police 3 masked men forced their way inside, tied them up, and stole cash and other items from the home. Police say this does not appear to be a random event and was targeted, but did not have anyone in custody as of 6:30 this morning. Meanwhile, police are investigating a shooting on the city's east side that sent a man to the hospital overnight. This happened on Darbo Drive, a few blocks from the Salvation Army. Police say the man suffered serious injuries. No word if they have a suspect in custody.
The suspect in the Waukesha Christmas parade tragedy appearing in court today ahead of his October trial. Prosecutors accused Darrell Brooks of killing 6 people and injuring more than 70 when he drove his SUV through the parade. His defense lawyers are aiming to limit what can be used in the upcoming trial. Today's hearing focusing on the interrogations of Brooks while he was in custody after his arrest and if any rights were violated. But police who interacted with Brooks say the suspect was aware of his rights.
I subsequently did read the rights to Mr. Brooks, and he ultimately indicated he was not willing to speak at that time, indicating not right now.
Those were his words?
Yes.
Another hearing is scheduled for tomorrow. A Waukesha County judge will decide what evidence will be admissible in court when the trial starts October 3rd.
In Milwaukee, a woman is dead and another 3 are hurt after a shooting last night. First responders were called around 9:20 over reports of a shooting. There, they found 4 victims. An 82-year-old woman was killed in this shooting, while an 88-year-old woman, a 65-year-old man, and an 85-year-old man were hurt but are expected to survive. And while on scene, police say a different house started on fire in the area.
What we had to do was establish a defensive perimeter and use specialized equipment and nozzles to get water onto the fire to protect as many of the surrounding properties as possible while we maintained a safe distance and location and protected ourselves, Milwaukee police officers, et cetera, and get as much of the fire put out as we could.
No one was injured. According to Milwaukee police, that residence is associated with the suspect. Neighbors say the 82-year-old woman knew the suspect.
Madison Police Department says it'll continue its heightened focus on traffic enforcement into September. Today, they reported conducting 21 enhanced traffic enforcement projects focusing on speeding and impaired driving so far in August. Another 6 are planned for this month. 25 projects are now being planned for September. The enhanced enforcement is paid for with traffic overtime grants from the Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
The Janesville School District is welcoming its staff back to school, and today they held an event to celebrate. This is the first time since COVID that they've had all staff back together. For the last 2 years, the school district hadn't been able to hold this event due to COVID, but the event this year marks a little more of a return to normal. The district has hired well over 200 people between teachers and staff.
We're doing really well. Still a couple more to fill, but we're feeling very confident that we'll be able to get the year off to a good start.
Students report back to school in Janesville 1 week from today, September 1st. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, Fedex is in hot water with some of its delivery partners. How it could impact deliveries during the holiday season.
Plus, a new residency coming to the Madison Public Library looks to get people back out into the great outdoors. Stay with us.
Ashley's Labor Day Mattress Preview Sale is going on now. Save up to $1,000 on Serta, up to $800 on Purple, and up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic. Plus special financing and free furniture on select mattresses. It's the Labor Day Preview Sale, this week only at Ashley.
How do you use your energy? Hitting the ball farther than yesterday? Fielding whatever comes your way? Trying to shine as bright as the sun? At Alliant Energy, we bring more clean, renewable energy to our customers every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power, we're thinking about each other. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Chevy Silverado. It's got the power you want and the capability you need to do the job so you can get to the important work. Find new moments, find new roads. Enjoy the open road and make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado pickups. Plus, get 2.89% financing when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Hey, we're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh local Medicare. Hey, Joe, are you behind this whole check your zip code deal on national TV for extra Medicare benefits?
I don't know. Check your zip code.
Why would I check my zip code?
Because you're in it.
So we get a lot of calls about that guy. It's sad because your local Medicare plans already have those bells and whistles Joe promises.
Don't be fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to your Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and their services are free.
Ashley's Labor Day Preview Sale is going on now. Don't miss 30% off furniture, plus an additional 15% off, or no interest for 60 months. It's the Labor Day Preview Sale, and it's this week only at Ashley.
Welcome back. Tensions between Fedex and its third-party contractors could have a big impact on deliveries this holiday season. A group of contractors working with FedEx Ground has threatened to shutter their operations right before Black Friday. Independent businesses deliver most FedEx packages, and Deutsche Bank estimates as many as 30% of them are losing money. These businesses cannot coordinate a shutdown due to antitrust laws, but the talk is spreading. Many of them are in the process of forming a trade group to pressure FedEx to improve their compensation packages.
Wisconsinites, as they gear up for a change in seasons, Madison Public Library is launching its first ever Naturalist in Residence series. Local naturalist John Newman will lead a series of events, including nature talks, nature walks, birding expeditions, art projects, a canoe trip, and more. All were picked to help community members explore and learn about the world around them.
People are really anxious to reconnect with nature again. You know, after the pandemic, we have heard in the library, there's much more demand for programs that explore health and healing and nature and kind of reconnecting to our natural world.
Activities will take place throughout September and into October. The first of Newman's events will take place on Saturday, September 3rd at the Lakeview Library from 11 a.m. to noon. Still ahead, families in Wisconsin bringing their elderly loved ones closer to home without taking away their independence, the investment that is growing in popularity.
Plus, we'll meet a Wisconsin woman whose goal is to make it to 100 years old. What she's doing to make sure she hits that milestone.
And some spotty showers earlier today. What we can expect for the rest of the week, Julian has it. His complete forecast after the break.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't miss Fuel Frenzy Weekend.
It's Steinhafels Furniture and Mattress Superstores Labor Day Sale. Start with store-wide savings of 35 to 65%. Plus, take advantage of tons of bonus buys. Mattresses, dining, sofas, bedrooms, and more. It's all on sale. And with Steinhafels special financing, your furniture just got more affordable. It's Steinhafels Labor Day Sale. Shop now and find great deals in-store and online at steinhafels.com. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
Shop the end of summer clearance sale at Grand Appliance for up to 25% off, plus an extra $1,000 in rebate savings you won't find anywhere else. Get unbeatable deals like this Samsung large capacity French door refrigerator with dispenser for just $17.98, along with big end of season discounts on top grill brands like Weber, Traeger, and Napoleon. Visit grandappliance.com or your local showroom today. Grand Appliance, the appliance experts.
Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient, full-line automaker. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
And he got so upset. Oh my God. Look. No way. She has definitely got some work done. Doesn't even look the same anymore. Talk about an extreme makeover. I wonder how much money she spent on those upgrades.
Hey! The house looks great, right? 3 years, no interest on roofing and siding from Feldco.
Right now, get 3 years, no interest on Feldco Roofing and Siding.
3 years, no interest on Feldco Roofing and Siding ends soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 30-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't miss Fuel Frenzy Weekend.
Welcome back. Age is no barrier, and a 99-year-old Unalaska woman is proving just that.
Armella Keeter is 99.9 years old. That's her math, not ours. And with her workout regimen, she's looking to make it to 100. Emily Haugen introduces us to the Prairie du Chien woman who's still pumping iron.
Once you've made it to 99, one day goes by in a blink.
Years go by fast, but I've had a lot of good years that I really enjoyed.
But even as those years speed by, it can be tough to take time for fitness.
But a lot of people don't understand the benefit of it.
For Armella Keeter, making time for fitness is a no-brainer.
There's so many things you give up when you get to be 99. But I've enjoyed this place here very much.
Armella lives at Havenwood,
Forward.
where there's a full-service gym.
Good. Make sure you're breathing.
Just for older adults.
Good. Last repetition.
You'll find Armella here 3 days a week.
It has helped me do things that I wouldn't have probably tried to do.
Armella's hoping to make it to 100.
I'd say it was a good 99 years. I'll say 100, but it's not 100 yet.
She's less than a month away.
She wanted to make sure she was exercising, do all she could to make it to 100.
Christy Ristow is the Havenwood trainer.
You're dealing with arthritis and a lot of different health problems, so a lot of people will give up. But it's really important to stay active.
She hopes to help people there improve their fitness and quality of life. Armella just started using the gym in April, and Christy's already seen a world of improvement.
Posture is a big one, and her gait. She walks better, and definitely coordination.
And like life in the golden ages, Armella is only getting better.
Armella's big 100th birthday is less than a month away on September 20th. She plans on having a big party back home with all of her family and friends.
And while Armella works her way to 100, another Wisconsin woman had a very special celebration in Menominee Falls. Serafina Peterson turning 105 years old on Tuesday. Her family and friends joined her for a party at the local senior community there, and Peterson says this was just part of the big celebration.
I have a very nice family. They took good care of me, and it makes me happy. Yesterday, they took me to Potawatomi, and I had a great time. And now, this was a surprise to me. So, I'm happy.
Serafina's parents were born in Italy. She was born in Milwaukee in 1917 and lived there most of her life. But she says she still loves to sing Italian songs and have fun at the young age of 105.
Well, meanwhile, in the Fox Valley, more families are choosing to keep their older members closer to home by investing in granny pods. These pods are prefabricated suites that can be built as standalone additions to a home or be attached. The 560 square foot suite includes a bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, and living room. Mike Kops and his family own and operate Linked Living Homes in Appleton, and he says the pods are in high demand, and the family business has more than tripled in the last 3 years.
Well, there's a lot of families with an aging family member that they want to take care of and have lived close to them.
And those who have had pods built for them say it allows them to remain independent while being close to family. And let's check back in with Julian for a complete look at your first warn forecast.
Well, we had a little stray shower that moved its way. As we can see just outside of our sky cam, that little fog or haze that you're seeing on your screen is a bit of some rainfall for us as we're kicking off the rest of our evening just on the western side of Dane County. And as we take a look as of right now, though, as we continue throughout the rest of the evening, we are going to look at that cloud cover start to dissipate. However, right now at the airports, we're not seeing any rainfall. But remember, just on the western side near Cross Plains area and closer towards the stations where we are looking at a bit of some showers starting to develop for us. Getting into the later nights, we'll start to see some cooler temperatures and the sky clearing out for us. Going to be a rather pleasant one as we are dealing with some temperatures that are not overly comfortable because of the dew points being so high. So a couple of pocket showers around southern Wisconsin, but over the last 24 hours, we have seen some nice significant rainfalls we've talked about all afternoon long from areas that have seen just outside of northern parts of Grant County, close to 3.5 inches, and an estimation in around Dane County. We've ranged from 1 to 1.5 and even 3 inches for some areas as well. But now as that system continues to push its way across Lake Michigan, we are looking at that colder air starting to move its way, but it is lagging behind, so we're still going to be dealing with a bit of some milder temperatures until we get into the later part of this evening. But until then, just some pop-up showers are still going to be expected, but it's not going to be very widespread. 98% of us will stay rather dry throughout the course of the evening and into the overnight hours. Waking up for Friday morning, going to see some fog develop, so as you're heading out the door, just use caution and drive carefully. So we're going to be seeing some widespread fog for many areas. But then as we get into our late morning and our lunchtime hour, temperatures will be into the lower 70s and plenty of sunshine is going to be at our back. So it's going to be a rather pleasant start to our Friday afternoon, and going into Friday evening, it's going to stay the same. So those who are heading into high school football games for tomorrow, well, we're looking at pretty awesome weather for us as we're going to have plenty of sunshine, and on top of it, temperatures are going to be rather pleasant and not a lot of dew points either. But any kind of rain that we may see over the couple of days, not going to be much. However, could see about 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch for Viroqua area over the next 72 hours. But what we're going to be watching for is going to be into our Sunday. More unsettled weather will start to roll in early into our Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, and potentially into our Sunday night, bringing in some widespread rainfall and again some potential thunderstorms that will be carrying into our Monday morning, a bit of a break, and then going into our Monday night and potentially into the overnight hours once again as well. So we could see another healthy dose of some rainfall for many areas in southern Wisconsin, especially near Mineral Point and into the southeastern corridor over the next 4 days or so. Now, as we take a look at our 3 things we're going to need to know, just know our AM commute is going to be on the foggy side. Pleasant conditions as we head into our Friday, but then unsettled weather will return by the time we get into our back end of the weekend. Temperatures will be into the lower 80s, so it's still going to feel like summer. And then as we get into the back end of next week, just before Labor Day weekend, we're going to be seeing temperatures into those middle 70s, still going to feel rather mild. But you got to love that Friday weather for us. 77 and sunshine is going to be perfect for, of course, I'm segueing it to you, Zach, for Friday night.
Yeah, we're going to cool it down right now and hit the ice. Badgers skating on the world stage. Just how many goals they scored against Japan and Finland. That's next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe these guys will buy our house.
What could go wrong?
Like rookie home buyers who can lower or cancel offers without notice. We Buy Ugly Houses won't reduce or cancel our firm cash offers before closing. Call or click to sell quick.
Golden Cars is having a big end of summer sale with 2020 Chevy Malibu starting at $21,995 or $349 per month.
Don't miss out on all end of summer sales. The best selection of 2020 Chevy Malibu starting at $21,995 or $349 per month.
Golden Cars has been family owned and operated for over 50 years, so just come on in and ask for my brother Dealing Donovan.
Or my sister Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Go to Golden Cars East or West.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
We would never hit 12 drunk.
Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Do a stoppie drunk? We would never drift drunk. So you should never drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
To everyone who loves great food
let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Because where Culver's comes from, and the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Ugh-stipated. Feeling weighed down by a backed up gut. Miralax is different. It works naturally with the water in your body to unblock your gut. Free your gut and your mood will follow.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for all cash as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
Back to school is not what it used to be.
There are new safety concerns, new protocols, and lots of questions.
We can help you navigate some of those hurdles with our Back to School series.
Join us every morning starting at 6:30 a.m. only on News 3 Now this morning.
If you walk into a gym, it's easy to tell which volleyball team is Broadhead. They're the ones flying around on the court. It's part of the culture that Erin Kammerer has built, but that grittiness is also something she hopes her Cardinals take away from the game. One word.
There you go. Talk, though. Talk.
Has Broadhead volleyball giving it their all.
She's put that into our heads forever.
Grit.
Grit has been my favorite word since we walked into this gym.
And the Cardinals aren't shy about getting gritty.
Go, Allie. We're all out for every ball, every opportunity, every play. And you have to be gritty to be able to maintain that all-out attitude.
The best teams are the grittiest teams. So no ball touches the floor. You're cheering on your teammates. It's everything or nothing.
But that four-letter word means more to this group than just giving maximum effort.
To persevere through the ups and downs, the highs and lows, right? And then sticking together with each other and pulling each other up.
Skills Erin Kammerer serves up to her team to use for life.
There you go.
She gives us skills that not only we use on the court, but also off the court too, and grit helps you a lot in the real world.
I get a chance to share my love of the game, and I'm also looking to create strong women. I'm looking for them to be able to, that's kind of where grit comes back into play. Want something and then know how to go get after it.
The definition of not only how the Cardinals play.
That's a lesson that is going to benefit them way beyond high school volleyball.
But how Kammerer wants them to live.
Like that! Go get that!
If you'd like to nominate your coach to be our next Coach of the Week, there are two easy ways to do it. Head to the sports page on our website and fill out the nomination form, or you can just send me an email. It was a great day for Wisconsin women's hockey. 5 Badgers skated for the U.S. in their opening game of the Women's World Championship. And future Badger Caroline Harvey dangles, then celebrates the first goal with UW ties. Lacey Eden and Abby Rock also lit the lamp in the United States' 10-0 win. Canada also well represented by Badgers with 6 in their lineup against Finland, and who else but Sarah Nurse would give Canada their first goal of the tournament. Canada would win 4-1 in all. 6 Badgers scored.
Always big on the international stage, Zach. Thank you. Quick final check?
Yeah, and going into the weekend, it's going to be rather nice until we get into our Sunday. That's when we're going to be watching for some showers and storms to lead into our Tuesday of next week, guys.
Thanks for joining us.